Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. Are y'all having a good Sunday? Well, some of you are probably watching this on Monday morning as you get ready for your very long work week. Aww, it's the beginning of the work week. Okay, but I am filming this on Sunday afternoon. It is currently, it is currently 4:14 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. It is absolutely beautiful today. It is, let's look at the temperature and see. There is a breeze outside. The leaves are blowing down the street. It is 81 degrees in Indianapolis. It says that there's a special weather statement. Let's see should we see what the special weather, what is it if there's like a storm that's moving through tonight while I'm watching my BritBox, my Shetland. I am so obsessed with that show, Shetland. I am not so obsessed with the show Monsters about Ed Gein, but I'm trying to, did you see the eye roll? I'm trying to slowly get through it. I watched another episode last night. Mel has convinced me that if you keep with it, it gets better. Everybody keeps on saying that if you keep with it, it gets better. It's not horrible. It's not, it seems very slow to me. I don't think it's horrible, but it seems very slow to me. Okay. Special weather statement. Let's see what it says. Oh, okay. There's a fire risk, elevated fire weather risk today. Mostly sunny skies and warm weather temperatures are expected today. Because of the dry ground. Gotcha. I think it's supposed to like rain on Tuesday though, right? Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to be 81 and then partly cloudy, and then Tuesday it drops to 73, rain early with thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. Oh, and then Wednesday it's 69. Ooh. And then Thursday is 65. And then Friday is 70. Sunshine. Saturday 75. And then Sunday is 78. So all the rest of the week it'll be cool. Oh, and then the end of next week it's going to be in the lower 70s and upper 60s as well. I'm ready for the fall weather. So Alex has his friend's bachelorette party next weekend, but it's here in town. And so they got like an Airbnb on the water. He was telling me all about it today. So he's real excited about that. It's like her mom and then her future mother-in-law and her sister and then like 6 of their friends. And Alex was like showing me the room that he's sharing. He's sharing like a room with like 3 girls and they're in like bunk beds. And he's like, I'm real excited about it. I said, you guys are going to be up all night long whispering and talking all night long because I know I'm so excited about it. I'm excited about it too because it's my very first bachelor weekend. It's Otis and Walter and Peter's bachelor weekend. It's Otis and Walter and Peter's bachelor weekend. Don't worry about us because we'll be just fine. Anyway, I'm excited about it too because my plan is to film all next weekend, since Alex won't be here and I won't just be relaxing. Also because tomorrow and Tuesday, I'm gonna have a hard time filming videos, so I was like, okay, I'll just use next weekend as well. I'll get some videos. I filmed videos today and I didn't even think that I would, so it's an unexpected Sunday. Today's an unexpected Sunday of things. But anyway, so next weekend I'm excited because I'm gonna film some videos on the weekend, and then I think he's leaving here next Friday. He'll probably leave here around noon, and they'll probably get there early and stuff like that. He said he has a meeting or 2 in the morning, and then he's gonna leave after that and then go over to her house, and then they're taking all the stuff from her house over there. I think they're going to the grocery store or something too. Anyway, he's real excited about it. I'm real excited for him, and I'm real excited about actually having like a weekend to just be here with the dogs. And I think next weekend we're gonna try. We're gonna try, Otis and Walter and I, to let them like sleep on the bed one night. We might try to see how the potty training's going to see if they can like at least make it through part of the night sleeping on the bed. They're so sweet at night, you know. But we're gonna see if they can make it partly through the night next week sleeping on the bed. So I'm real excited about that. They're such sweeties. Walter is like. So I don't know, for those of you that didn't watch, I did this video on my Peter Does Stuff channel, and I've been teaching Walter how to, well, he's more focused, like Alex has been helping with the sit, and so they're struggling, like Otis gets the sit, Walter struggles with the sit. They're both coming along with the potty, and the potty is getting much better. So the potty's coming much, Otis like now goes to the door when he has to potty, so that's like a big plus. But Walter has picked up shaking really, really quick. It's so cute. So I showed it on my Peter Does Stuff video that I did like 2 days ago. I did this like dog toy haul. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to do it. Like, there's no way. I was like, shake, Walter. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to catch this on video. And he went like that. It was so cute. I was like, oh my God, I have it caught on video. I'm so excited about it. But now Alex thinks it's so cute that every time that like, because they just like sit. Like, they, like you don't have to teach them to sit because they just like sit all the time. And so... But Otis is so short. Like, when Otis sits, he's like this tall. So, like, for him, like, to shake, it's like he doesn't really get it yet, you know? But Walter kind of just paws at everything anyway. But it's so cute, because, like, now you look at him, and he has, like, this, such a, I always like, Walter, you have such a sad face. Because he never really, like, Otis, like, he runs around, he's like, but Walter always just kind of has this face, right? And so he sits and he looks at you, and I'm like, Walter, shake. And he goes... It's so cute. It's so cute. But Alex gets such a kick out of it. And so, like, now Alex is like, Walter, shake. And, like, 2 minutes later, he's like, and then Walter's like, he does it with both paws, actually. And so then he's like, Walter, shake. And then he's like, so I think that Walter is going to be the trick dog of both of them. And whereas I think Otis will be very well behaved, I think that Walter will be the one that does the tricks. But probably not well behaved. Still having accents in the house, but he'll be able to shake hands with anybody. So, anyway, today has been such a great day so far. I have my coffee here from Parachute. If you want to see my, I was trying to put my title. So I filmed 2 videos when I got home, and one of them was a grocery store haul, which we'll get to in a second. And then I also showed in there my leftovers from Parachute. Do you ever like, I hate the word brain fart, but do you ever have like a brain fart where you just cannot think of a word? And so I was sitting there in front of the computer and I was putting the title on the video, because both the videos are, well, they're uploaded, but I haven't posted them yet. I'm going to post them as soon as I get done with the vlog. But Alex is upstairs listening to TikToks and the dogs are with him. And so I was trying to get these videos, like, everything done so I can just go inside and post them when I get done. And I was like, what's the word for, like... I was going to put take home, like in my brunch take home. I go, what's the word for like when you take food home from like a restaurant or somebody's house? And Alex goes, leftovers. I go, oh yeah, leftovers. So anyway, it has been a really good day. I got a great night's sleep last night. I stayed up really late. I stayed up till like 5:30. Walter stayed up playing. It was so funny because... I would say in like the last week or 2, Otis is the first one that comes up to the chair. And then he wants me to pick him up, and then he kind of goes back and forth between the ottoman, like I have them squeezed next to each other, but he goes back and forth between like the ottoman and the chair. And then usually he and Walter like squeeze real close to me. It's real cozy. I love it. And I was telling him last night, I was like, they were both up in the chair towards the end of the night. I said, this winter when it's like snowing outside, I said, you guys don't know what snow is yet. I said, but we're gonna have a lot of snow, and we're gonna have like the cozy blankets over here. And I said, we're gonna have a fire in the fire. Oh my God, I didn't tell you guys, did I? Okay. Got a quicker fireplace appointment through my cousin Caroline. She was like, I told her, I'll tell you when it is, hold on. Because they texted me the date. Because I told Caroline, I was like, she was like, oh no, they'll be able to get you in a lot quicker. And so I like called, and the woman was super, super nice. And she was like, oh yeah, she's like, we can get you in. She was like, what do you like? I was explaining to her. She's like, so you basically just need a cleaning. And I was like, yeah. Where was it at? Hold on a second. I can't believe I didn't share. Here it is. Okay. Your appointment is scheduled at Thursday, October 9th. I'm so excited, at 1 p.m. for your chimney sweep service. So, October 9th, listen, unless they come out here and they're like, your fireplace is falling apart, which I don't think they're going to say. But anyway, October 9th, after that, get my logs and we've got some logs in the garage, but I need to get like the fire starter logs and stuff like that. So as of October 9th, is that this week? Oh, that's this Thursday, isn't it? Oh yeah. Okay, so the reason, because she offered me the 9th or the 16th, and I have therapy on the 16th because his daughter's on fall break this week, and I think last week or something. So we have couples counseling this week, but then I don't have therapy until the 16th. So when she said the 9th or the 16th, I was like, let's do it this week. So yeah, this weekend, oh my God. So anyway, I was telling the dogs last night, I was like, so this winter we can have fires in the fireplace. They were just looking at me like I was crazy. But I was like, and we can have hot chocolate and Santa Claus is gonna come. And I was like, it's gonna be real cozy and we can watch real scary shows on BritBox. And Otis was laying on his back. He's like, what are you talking about? But anyway, last night, Otis came up pretty early. I think it was while I was even reading that he came up there. And so he came up, what did I have out here? Oh, I had my coffee cup out here. I was like, it's like a ring on the table. So Otis came up pretty early last night, and I pulled him up, and he lay next to me throughout the night. He kept on kind of going over to the edge to look and see what Walter was doing. Walter literally played the entire night. Like the last, I would say, because that was when I was talking to them, like the last half an hour, he came up and he wanted me to pull him up. And so I pulled him up there, and then they were laying down. But that was at like 5 o'clock in the morning, because I was like, at that point I was like, should I just go to bed? And I was like in the middle of this episode of Shetland. So Shetland season 2, half of this, I feel like okay. Half of the season, well, the first 2 episodes, I had to look, because I was like, is this another 2 episode season? So the first 2 episodes of season 2 are about like one mystery, and then it switches and it's a completely different mystery. But I still like it. So anyway, so I'm now on this mystery about this guy that was a journalist that was friends with a detective and his wife before she died. And anyway, and his parents own this hotel and he dies, and I think it's like a murder and his computer's missing. So anyway, I'm watching that one. But Otis played like in the bed. Every time I like, because I always, they're like over there and I have the kitchen light on and stuff like that. So I'll take my flashlight and my phone and I I'll be like, and he's just like over there chewing. It's those new toys that I got on Amazon that I got that, I was like, did I turn my flashlight off? I got this box of like, it's like these textured toys. They love these toys. Oh, Walter last night, literally the entire night, played with like this butterfly looking toy. The entire night, he chewed on it. Just every time I would look at him, he was like in the bed. So anyway, he played the whole night. So when I pulled him up there, he was so tired. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna sleep for points tonight. So when I went to bed, I can't remember what time I got them up and brought them to bed, but it wasn't as early as I usually do. On the weekends, I sleep in a little bit later, and then I bring them to bed, and then I go back to sleep. When I went down there to get Walter and Otis to take them outside this morning, Walter was so tired. I had to like he didn't want to come out of his house. He was like, so I had to like pick him up out of the house. I brought him outside and got their, their harnesses and stuff on them. That's always real fun, especially when he's like real asleep, So I got that on them. And then like as soon as they came inside, like Otis like tore up the stairs, because they know the schedule now. So Otis like tore up the stairs and so then I'm sitting there and I'm taking like the harness and stuff off Walter, and he's just like looking at me like, Dad, just let me go back to bed. And so I like carried him upstairs. And when I carried him upstairs, like Alex was like turned facing like my side of the bed, and Walter was like curled right into him, and he's like looked up at us like, what's going on? And then I put Walter on the bed and they went right to sleep. It was real sweet. So anyway, so then we actually got up. It was funny, at Patachou people were like, you're here really early today. I'm like, well, we have a different schedule now because of the puppies. So so then got up. Alex got up earlier than I did. I already took my allergy medicine for the day, and I'm like, my throat is really, really itching. Oh, by the way, yesterday, since I was like speculating about Alex's sleep, he's not sick. He feels completely fine. He got a good night's sleep last night, but he was, when I went inside last night, he had like, when I got done with my nap and I was like, unless he sleeps through the night, he had fallen asleep, but then as soon as I went upstairs and I was being very quiet about it, he was like, oh, I'm up now. So he DoorDashed like mozzarella sticks last night and some stuff, and then we got caught up on all the Housewives. People are asking me what I think about the Miami reunion. I don't know really what to think about the Miami reunion. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't watched it, but like in the last 10 seconds, a bombshell comes out. But I know they discuss it more next week, so I'll share more of my feelings once more. I think it's a 3-part reunion. So we watched Miami first, and then we watched Orange County, which is real boring. And then we watched, well, it kind of was, Heather Dubrow like never fights on the show with anybody, and she kind of got into it with Gina. So that was interesting. But Salt Lake City is so good this season. So we watched that, and then We watched 2 Watch What Happens Lives. And then he was watching a third one. It was with people, I think it was, maybe with people, I don't know, Love Island or something. Somebody I didn't know. So I was like, I'm gonna call Tanya. So I called Tanya, I talked to her, I talked to Nikki. I was texting Mel. Mel made her dog this really, really cute thing. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys this thing. Okay, so Mel made her dog, she made this for her dog. It's like, what does she call it? What did she call it? We text so much, it's ridiculous. She made her a snuffle mat. She loves her puzzle toys so much, I thought it would be a fun addition. So she knitted her. Is that not so great, what she made? Okay. Now, I'm just going to show you part of this because I don't know if Mel wants me to show the picture that she sent, which is like a bathroom selfie. But Mel, in one day, knitted this cardigan. I can't show you the whole thing. You guys, it is gorgeous. Look at this cardigan. She knitted it. She's making her husband one that's like from somebody from this movie. I can't remember what the movie is. But anyway. So I was talking to her, I was texting, and then I went upstairs. I can't remember. Let me text Alex. What's this? The show he's watching, he is so into these law shows. He always talks about how he wished he had gone to law school. I'm like, babe, it's never too late. Go back to law school. If you want to go to law school, go to law school. The Good Something. It's like that series. It's part of the Elsbeth series, I think. The Good Life or The Good... This is completely different, though. Oh, he's texting me back. What's the show you're watching? I said. The Good Fight. Does anybody know that? He's real into it. Is it a sequel to something? Oh, this is where I was showing Alex this. This is where Caroline and her husband and her son and his girlfriend went last night. And I told Alex, I said, we should get a group of people and go here because Caroline said it was so fun. It's called Spencer Farm Winery. Isn't this so pretty? Look at this. It's in Noblesville. And it says live music, yoga, cookie decorating, and more at the winery. And they went there last night. And I was like, where did you guys go last night? The pictures are so cute. And Caroline said it was her son's idea. Let me ask Alex if he would recommend. Would you recommend the show? Should we get a recommendation from Alex? He's like on TikTok right now, so I'm sure I'm driving him crazy. He's probably like, oh my God, I'm on TikTok. Oh my God, I came up with the best TikTok. He said, yeah, is what he said. He said, Y-A-H with an exclamation mark. What show would you give the highest recommendation? This is like, how long can you text your husband until you get a smart ass, and Nikki's texting me, until you can get a smart ass response back because he's looking at TikTok. Okay, so I told Alex, I said, oh my God, I have such a great idea about how Tanya and I can become TikTok famous. And he was like, this is such a good idea. You guys, you know this would totally go viral, okay? So, Alex likes, I almost said Addison Rae. Is that Madison Beer Girl? Was she like a TikTok star or something? Well, Alex likes some song of hers. I don't know what the song is, but whenever we're in the car, he plays that Madison Beer song. Do you know what I'm talking about? And the song says something like, 15 minutes ago, I was still in bed or something. He always plays this song when we're in the car. Anyway, it's not a bad song. It's kind of a cute song. But anyway, so I was thinking today in the car that, you know, I never get out of the house, so it's just exciting to me to be a passenger in a car and just, like, look at everything. I'm like, oh, my God, that closed, and oh, what's that opening over there? Like, that's fun for me, right? Going to the grocery store is fun for me. So anyway, we're driving around, and I was thinking about, like, I told Alex this, I go, Tanya and I used to, and I go, well, we still do. We did just when I was hanging out with her the other day. So anyway, like, if we, like, okay, if I was doing this, like, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose? That's like Smelling the Rose. From days gone by, or did I hear you say? So you make up these motions, right? So I told Alex, I said, Tanya and I, we should just call it Tanya and Pete, because she calls me Pete sometimes. And we just call our channel Tanya and Pete, and it would just be us, and we would like have these like routine dances to just like the melody, right? And so this Madison Beer song that's like 15 minutes ago I was still in bed, it would be 15 minutes ago I was still in bed. And then it would be Tanya and I side by side, and we'd be like 15 minutes ago I was still in bed. Don't you think that would go viral on the TikTok? I think I figured out what my crossover to TikTok needs to be. Tanya and I, and then it would be a reason for Tanya and I to like get together several times a week because we would have to make TikToks. Don't you think it's genius? I think it's so smart. Are people doing that already? I mean, that's kind of like the old TikTok dances, but it's like a different, you know. He's not telling me what his highest recommended show is because he's in the middle of some stupid TikTok right now watching it. What did Nikki text me? Oh, her and her husband are putting together these nightstands. Well, they've been putting them together for the last 4 months, which means that they've been sitting in these boxes. So every weekend, I'm like, girl, have you started working on them nightstands yet? And the other day, she sent me a picture. They're in boxes in the living room, and she goes, I think I'm just going to put them in the bedroom like that. Like, just use the boxes for it. But anyway, her husband built a table. No, he built his table. Now she said she has to do hers, LOL. But he told her that if she doesn't get it done, then he'll do it on Tuesday. Aww. So she said, so I'm not going to get to it. I'm going to tell her she's such a bitch. Okay, while I'm thinking about this, but don't you think that's such a great TikTok idea for Tanya and I? Call it Tanya and Pete, musical extravaganza. Delta Dawn's kind of a hard song. Some say love, it is a river that... Dun, 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 dun. I can't remember the song, the words to the rose. Give me another song. Okay. Rock on. Okay. What did Nikki say? Girl, I'm building a car out of note cards. I don't want to hear it. Oh, she's helping her son do this assignment. Okay. You're gonna get a cameo today from somebody. What did she tell me she was doing today? Tony told me she was doing something today. Now I can't remember what she said. Is it the Colts game? F the Colts game. I think she went to the Colts game. Tanya Jean Applestein, prettiest girl I've ever seen. She's helping her son, so her son has to build, what'd she tell me? She's helping to make a card out of 4 index cards, 4 paper clips. Oh, Tanya just called me back. Hello? You were just getting ready to call me. Do you love it? She's telling me about Happy Valley right now. I'm on my vlog, so I called you for a very specific reason. So can we talk about Happy Valley here in a little bit, and I'll call you back. Okay, so I'm going to put you on speakerphone, okay? So be on your best behavior. You ready? She's laughing. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm trying to, stay on my best behavior.
Okay.
It's Sunday afternoon, Peter Monn.
So I have this idea for us to become TikTok famous. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. So Alex keeps on listening to this song. Do you know who Madison Beer is?
No, I know who Madison Coke is, but...
Who's that?
Beer, Coke...
Oh. Tanya, gee, I said best behavior. Anyway, okay, so she's like, I think she was like this TikTok star. She's like a singer or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, he keeps on listening to this song. And in the melody of the song, it goes, 15 minutes ago, I was still in bed. Okay? Now, I was thinking about you and I when we listen to songs, okay? Now, what did we used to do to songs when we would listen to lyrics?
Oh, we'd make up hand gestures.
We make up hand gestures. Okay, so like,
Slow down.
so like 15 minutes ago, I was still in bed. What would you do with the hand gestures to that?
I would lay my hands across my chest and close my eyes.
No, that's dead. No, that's sad. We'd point to our watch, and then we'd act like we were asleep.
We could do the little prayer hands on the side of our cheeks.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But you know what would be really hard is I was like, okay, I was singing Delta Dawn. I was giving this example in the video. But like, Delta Dawn's hard. How would you, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? How would you do that?
I would do a flower smell. She'd carry that suitcase. I'd be acting like I'm carrying a suitcase. And then the prettiest dress I have on, I just take my hands and rub it across my dress.
That is not even part of the song. Where is a suitcase coming to Delta Dawn? What's the flower? Oh, because you're jumping ahead in the lyrics. Or did I hear you say,
did you see a faded
rose from days gone by?
We'd wave. And did
I hear you say, you be coming here today to meet me to the castle in the sky. But what's our favorite song to sing? Our favorite recovery song? Whiskey River.
I know. Whiskey Lullaby.
Whiskey Lullaby. Whiskey Lullaby.
Yeah, with the...
So this is my TikTok idea. Okay, now that we've like gone down memory lane. So this is my my TikTok idea is that you and I would just get together and then we would just pick out like the newest, most popular songs that we never even heard of before. And we would just do like the melody or the chorus and we would just do like hand gestures to it. And we would call it, because you know how you call me Pete sometimes like my dad does. And then we would call it Tanya and Pete's Musical Extravaganza.
Yeah, I mean, screw the Mormon wives. We're coming to TikTok.
We are coming, baby, listen. It's free. Woohoo!
Oh, man, it's gorgeous out
Or we could be sister wives and then we could have sister talk.
We could do all of Robin's expressions.
All Robin's expressions. It's on tonight. You gonna watch it?
And Cody, oh, I just want to be mean.
Are you gonna watch it tonight?
Oh, yeah.
You probably already watch it.
It's not on yet.
You watch everything right before. I can't tell her a show. And before I even tell it, she's like, oh, I saw that the hour it came out. She's always watching every show. Have you seen the Ed Gein show yet?
No, I mean, I started, but man, his voice is creeping me out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little slow for me. All right, well, let me finish my vlog and then I'll call you when I get done. Okay, sweetie?
All right, Del.
All right, love you. Bye. So I think that is going to be a genius idea. Don't you think Tanya and I should just have a podcast just talking about absolute nonsense on there? It just break, and then in the middle of it, we just start singing a song. That's what we do. That's like you just witnessed one of our car rides around town when she picks me up, or when Alex drops me up. That's what we do. I just like Delta Dawn, or what's this song? Hold on a second. What's the Neon song? Hold on. Because this is like one of her favorite songs. We'll put her on the spot again about this. Who is out here talking about Alex? Something about Alex. Somebody's out here. For real, for real? Why is she not answering when I just talked to her on the phone? This is why my best friend drives me crazy. She probably thinks I'm butt dialing her. Here, I'm gonna text her and say, call me back. Okay. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so anyway, Walter, because he played so late last night, he was so tired this morning, and then he was so tired. But anyway, we slept in. Then we went to, got them out, did the leash training, took them out. They did real good on their potties today, though. I was real proud of them. I didn't think they would. But they did real good on their potties today. It's just like, it's hit or miss. I mean, it really is. The treat training, I will say, like, I don't remember. We never had to do that with Boo and Tucker because Pee-Pee, our Chihuahua, why is she not calling me back? Pee-Pee, our Chihuahua, like, it was so easy, like, having him. Boo and Tucker just did everything that they did, or that he did. So, like, when we would just, like, take them out, like, they just followed him around the yard, and if he peed, they'd pee. It was so easy. They trained so quick. But the treat training thing, the camera stopped. The treat training thing is really, really working, with the potty training thing. Except for that now, like, I think they associate the word, like, potty with, like, treat. Like, they don't know treat, because first of all, we don't give them that many treats. And I don't say, like, do you want a treat or anything like that. Like, if they go potty, I go, good potty. And so, like, then they get a treat. And I probably have some in my pocket right now. I constantly have bags in my pocket and treats and stuff like that. But I'm using, like, the ones I'm using right now are the ones that Boo Radley loved. The Trader Joe's ones. They look like the Little Jacks, but they come in, like, a yellow and white bag. But then I break them up into, like, fourths so they're not so big. Because, like, if they pee twice in the yard and they poop, that's, like, 3 treats. And then they've got to poop again by the time they get inside. Their little stomachs are so small. But anyway, they are, they're doing really good on the potty training. I mean, they're still real young, you know? And so, Otis gets it, and I don't know if it's maybe because, like, well, this is interesting, because Caroline said this to me the other day, and Tanya said the same thing. And both of them asked me, they said, do they potty in their crate, their house? I said, no, never. Like, they just don't ever potty in their crate. And Caroline said it to me first, and she said, if they don't potty in their crate, like, and she's like, and you take them out, I said, I take them out immediately after they get out of their crate. And she's like, do they pee right away? I said, immediately, they pee right away, and then they get a treat and whatever. She goes, then they know how to hold their bladder. They know how to hold it, because they're not peeing in their crate. She's like, so they're, like, really potty trained already, so then it's just, like, resistant behavior in the house when they potty and stuff like that. And she's like, you know, and the thing is, I take them out. We take them out so much. I mean, Alex will take them out if I'm, like, doing something, but, like, I mean, I literally take them out probably more than every hour. I probably take them out, like, every 45 minutes, you know? So, they're doing good. They're doing good. So anyway, we went to brunch, and then after brunch, Alex was like, why is she not calling me back? I keep on looking at the phone. This is driving me crazy. She said she was going to just call me, too. Oh, she's watching Happy Valley. She's on, like, the last episode of Happy Valley or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to have her sing some of that Under the Neon Rainbow or something like that. She loves that country song so much. Every time she just breaks out in that song. But, we love that Whiskey Lullaby song. Oh my God, that song is so sad. If you're sober, listen to that song. It'll hit you differently, trust me. So anyway, here, I'll put it over here, and then if she calls me back, I'll see it. So Alex was like, do you need to go anywhere on the way home? Well, Nikki had gotten some new creamer. I can't remember what it was that she got. And when I was with Tanya at the Meijer the last time, I was like, I want to get some new coffee creamer, but I don't want to have a lot of sugary stuff around the house. And, like, I was actually saying this, so I did a haul today, and I also did a review. And so I said it, like, on my haul video, that I go through where I, like, really like just black coffee. This actually has 2 Splenda in it today. But, you know, like, for months I've been just drinking black coffee. Like, I mean, I've had, like, I have this little, like, silver thing inside that I think was my mom's or my Aunt Kathy's. It's like a vase, and I keep, like, Sweet and Low and Equal and stuff in there, little packets. I don't even use that stuff. The liquid flavors, the pumps, I haven't used those. I mean, it's probably been a year. I've thrown out most of them. We don't have any in the refrigerator. The only ones I have left are the ones that are unopened in the closet, and they're probably expired, and I'll probably throw them out. Like, I haven't used those coffee syrups. I mean, it's been a year. And so, and if I buy them again, I will not, I know which ones I like. I like the brown sugar, and I like the toasted marshmallow. Those are, like, the 2 that I really like. But getting into fall and winter, like, the creamers and I don't know why it's a fall and winter thing. Sometimes I just go for, like, a really just, like, I like just a black. It just honestly goes day to day. Because I'm sitting here in my head, I'm like, well, there's some days in the summer that I think, like, a cream coffee sounds really good. Or creamer in my coffee. In the hot summer. So, I don't know. But just recently I've been thinking that, like Nikki drinks, like, protein in her coffee, creamer in her coffee. And so I was like, well, I want to get some creamer. Well, when I was with Tanya at Meijer, they had all of the fun creamers. They had, like, the little Debbie creamers, you know. They had, like, all the different, you know, the ice cream flavors, all kinds of stuff. So I was like, well, I want to get, like, 3 or 4 of those, and then I'll review them, and then I can just go forward, pick out which one I want. So I said to Alex, I said, can you take me to the grocery store? So we went to the grocery store. We were just like, I said, take the long way home. So we went by the grocery store, and I was like, are you going to come in? He's like, no, I don't need anything. Oh, Laura's out there with her dog. Laura's in the side yard reading. So anyway, I was like, and these people just walked by with their dog. So I was like, I'm gonna go get some of this coffee creamer. I want to see the one that Nikki got. I can't remember which one she got, but anyway, I had it like in my phone. So I was like, I'm gonna see if they have that one. Well, I go in there. So as soon as I got in there, y'all, now you know the stories if you've watched me long enough over here, okay? I did this review and this haul for you, okay? Because I've shared the story about when I was growing up as a kid. I've now told it 3 times, so I'm not gonna tell it. I've told it over here enough anyway. But my mom was real involved in the church that I grew up in, which was Our Redeemer Lutheran at 38th and Park. And so she would teach Sunday school. I think we got there at like 8:30, and I think Sunday school was like from 9 to 10. And then from, hey, how are you? Are you babysitting today? Aww. He's so cute. She's so cute. She's babysitting one of the sisters. So these 2 sisters have a brother and sister that the elderly owner passed away. I told you about that, right? And so, because the woman hurt her leg because of the coyotes, now there's 4 neighbors in here. I love this neighborhood so much. They are all they walk her dog every day 3 times. Isn't that so sweet? I would offer, but they've already they got it all figured out and stuff like that. I love this neighborhood. Whenever people come by, they're always like, where's Walter and Otis? They call them the boys now. Where are the boys? We want to see the boys. You guys probably heard me, was it yesterday? When my favorite neighbors walked by and she was like, where are the boys? So anyway, when I was growing up as a kid, we would go to church. My mom, the weekends I was with my mom. So my parents got separated when I was 5 or 6. I was young. And so on the weekends that I was with my mom, my dad went to that church for a long time too. But we would go to that church sometimes, and I can remember going there, my dad and my mom would be there, but I feel like if my dad and I went, I did not go to Sunday school, and we went to, so there was a 9 o'clock service and an 11 o'clock service. Or maybe a 10 o'clock service, I can't remember how it went. But anyway, if I went with my dad, I feel like we went to the early service when my mom was in Sunday school. They tried to do things to and I wouldn't go to Sunday school that week. I can't remember how it worked. But anyway, but when I was with my mom, which I remember the church mostly because I was with my mom, she would teach Sunday school. She didn't teach my class. She taught a younger class than me. But she would teach Sunday school, and then I would go to Sunday school. And then after that, we would go to the service. I feel like there was a half an hour in between. Maybe it was 9 and 10:30, because I think the services were an hour. And so we probably got out of there 11:30 or something. But then my mom did altar guild too. Once a month or 2 months out of the year or something, I can't remember. She did altar guild, which is where you set up the wine glasses for communion and the communion wafers. And then, so afterwards she would put it away. I can remember the things that the pastor would wear down his gown, she would have to fold those and put them away, and so it was the little room that was off of the altar area. It was the church I went to was old. I mean, it was stained glass. It was beautiful. My mom's funeral was there. It was beautiful. And it was wooden, it was burgundy carpet as you walk down. And so, I mean, it looked like an old, I wasn't Catholic, I grew up Lutheran, but it looked like an old Catholic, church that you would see in, New York City, that you'd see, in the old detective movies. It looked just like that. It's still there today, it's just the church doesn't exist anymore. So, but, off the altar, there was, this little room to the left where they kept all that stuff. So I can remember, being there, waiting for my mom and, reading a book or something while she did that stuff. And then we would leave. And we always parked, so there's a parking lot across from the church, and it was in this 7-Eleven parking lot, and then there was a parking lot next to the church that was the church's parking lot, and we parked in that one. And I can remember we would always be the last car leaving whenever we left together, because my mom would do stuff for the church. She also, for years and years and years later, this was more when I was in junior high and high school, maybe high school, they started something called the Kids Cafe. So my church was in a really poor neighborhood, and so the parents couldn't afford daycare and stuff like that. And so the church, whether you went to the church or not, they offered free daycare at the church, and it was called Kids Cafe, and it was 7 days a week. And so they had free snacks, healthy snacks, free tutoring, and they would keep the kids there till 9 or 10 o'clock at night for the parents to come pick them up. And so my mom was really part of that too. She did a lot of tutoring through there. She was really involved with the Kids Cafe for a really, really long time. But anyway, so I can remember because the last person that would be in the church when we left was the pastor would be in his office. We didn't usually see him. But like the secretary was there, and so my mom, I can't remember, Shirley or Beverly or something, my mom would be like, bye Shirley or Beverly, or we would walk out. But on the way home, we would go to Roslyn Bakery. I've told this story so many times. I just like, Sundays for me were just like, I can remember sitting around like reading the comics. My mom would make like tuna fish salad sandwiches or turkey sandwiches and pita bread. She loved pita bread. And then she'd make that Mrs. Grass's chicken noodle soup with the magic ball that I wanted to put in there. I'd read the comics and have my donuts and cookies from Roslyn Bakery. Then in the afternoon, I can remember, because my mom was real big about like homework on Fridays. Like you get everything, I never did homework anyway, but she was like, and I can remember on Sundays just like laying around reading. My mom would read and I would read on Sundays. And then we would watch something on TV, and I can remember going to bed early, you know, because it would be like school the next day. So Sundays for me were always like, I can remember like taking a bath and putting on my pajamas real early. Like getting cozy is not a new idea for Peter. Like that was something, my mom was real into my mom was big into candles, putting your pajamas on, like taking a bath early on a Sunday. She was big into all that stuff, cranking open the windows, fresh air in the house. She loved all that stuff. And so like Sundays, I think, were very, very cozy for me. And I don't remember my mom, I don't really remember her all, like drinking a lot on Sundays either. Like at all. Like maybe if we were at my aunt and uncle's house, but I don't really, maybe in the summer, but I don't really remember my mom. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I love Sundays so much, and it's just kind of subconscious and I don't really think of it. I don't know. But she would make lunch, and then I can remember for dinner, we would have like, my mom would make like a roast, or she would make like meatloaf and, you know, vegetables and stuff on Sunday. I just remember Sundays being really homey and really cozy and safe. They felt safe. And maybe, you know, maybe I never really thought of it this way. Maybe my mom didn't drink on Sundays, and somehow I connected that in my head. I don't remember that. I mean, I'm sure she did. My mom always had like wine, and she'd always have like a vodka tonic. I literally can see her sitting there at the kitchen table with a glass of wine and a glass of water for every meal. So, but like, my mom did not drink alcoholically every time she drank. Like, my mom would sometimes, like a lot of the time that I was with her, she would have like a glass of wine or two and stop. And almost the times that she would drink a lot around me was more like when her friends would come over and then they would leave and then she would continue to drink, was the times that I remember it being bad. Or what I found out later was that like things were going on, like her and my dad had gotten into an argument, or her and my aunt had gotten into an argument. There was like some cause for why she was drinking a lot that day. But most days, like, I mean, it was Little House on the Prairie on TV, you know, chili dinner. My mom was not like, every night it was like this horrible, like she was falling down the stairs. There were actually less of those days. I mean, my mom's drinking as I got older progressed. When I was younger, the drinking was bad, but it was usually when I was out with my dad, like gone with my dad. I can remember calling there, and my mom would be like drunk. So she would wait until I was gone to drink like alcohol, like to binge drink. Because I can remember calling her, and then the next day she would apologize for it. And she'd say, you know, Mom had too much to drink last night. I'm really, really sorry, and all this kind of stuff. As I got into high school, like my mom, I think, you know, she was working retail. She just hated her life. And I think that's just when the drinking like took a deep dive. And that's also when she was kind of like really trying out 12-step meetings and stuff, because I found out later that she had like gone and with this friend of hers, like through Al-Anon, she had gone to some 12-step meetings, and she had like gone to Al-Anon first, and then she had gone to 12-step meetings for, you know, alcoholics, and was like, I think she was sitting at Al-Anon. So Al-Anon is for friends and family members of alcoholics and addicts, and she was like, they're talking about me. Like, so she started going around, but when later I found out that she had like tried to go and start several times before she got sober June 2nd of 1995. So, but I think Sundays were just like really cozy and homey for me, you know? I can remember like, even on Sundays when I was with my dad, unless we were driving home from a trip, like Chicago, or like in the winter we would ski in Boy Mountain in Michigan a lot, or the boat, I would probably get home between like 6 and 7 on Sundays, but usually my dad would bring me home like earlier. Like, we would go to church or do something, like we would watch the Crystal Cathedral, then he would do rounds. My dad, I mean, I don't ever remember a weekend my dad did not do rounds at the hospital. And I would go with him. And so after rounds, and then we would like come back to the house and eat lunch, and then I can remember like packing my bags and going home. I feel like I was home pretty early on Sundays. Like early afternoon. My parents were really, really big on the co-parenting and, like, making sure I was, like, at a solid place before I, like, went to school the next day and stuff like that. Like, I don't ever remember my dad, like, bringing me home to my mom's at, like, midnight or something like that on a night before I had school. Like, my mom would not have been okay with that. She would have been like, he needs to be home earlier. Now, later, I would stay with my dad on Wednesday nights, and then he would bring me back early the next morning, and when I got in high school, I drove. And that, but even then, I would drive on Thursday mornings back to my house, my mom's house, and I would change at my mom's house and take a shower and stuff like that. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. She's so sweet. She's one of the sisters that her and her sister have dinner on Sunday nights, and then they usually walk. I wonder why her sister's not walking. It's not early enough. Maybe she's walking before her dinner. So anyway, so today, when Alex took me to Kroger because it was the closest grocery store, and I remember they had the Roslyn cookies, and I was like, oh my God, it's Sunday, and they have Roslyn cookies. They have the sweet heart roll, which is what my mom got every Christmas. I still get it every Christmas, and they usually have 3 or 4 like Roslyn Bakery things. So I was like, I have told the story about Roslyn Bakery on my vlog so many times. I should buy something that's from Roslyn Bakery and review it for my review channel. So I was looking because I thought, for sure, don't call me Shirley, don't call me Truly Brown. They've just rolls right off. Sister Wives on tonight. I was like, they have to have the pumpkin cookies. So, because they always have these famous pumpkin sugar cookies, but they didn't have them. They had these blue ones. But anyway, I bought those. And then the creamer, at Meijer, they literally had like 20, I'm not even exaggerating, 20 or 30 different, almond milk, oat milk, Little Debbie, ice cream. They had all different kinds of flavored creamer. They had like 2 or 3, okay? They had some Starbucks, like oat milk one, and then it didn't look any good. And then they had coffee mate, they had 2. They had hazelnut and a duo of vanilla and caramel. So I got that one. But then, when I came out to the car, it was so funny because I wore, today I wore Creative Venice because I was like, I don't hardly ever leave the house. I'm gonna wear my Creative Venice today. So there was this woman and she was like standing outside the grocery store. She was like probably my age, maybe a little bit older. She was so sweet. So when I came out, I mean, listen, I got my Sex Pistols t-shirt on today and a pair of black shorts. I ain't looking nobody's business today, okay? But she, like, I came out and she was standing there and she goes, you smell so good. She was like waiting for a ride. And I go, thank you so much. And she goes, you are a very handsome man. And I go, oh my God, thank you so much. You made my day. So Alex heard her because he was like right by the car. And I got in the car and he's like this. He goes, you do look cute today. And I go, oh, thank you, babe. Anyway, it took her saying it for him to notice it. See? But anyway, but that made me feel kind of good today, you know, all because I wore the cologne. Somebody at the restaurant, too, one of the guys that worked there, he was like, what cologne do you have on today? I was like, Creative Venice. He's like, you smell so good. I get so many compliments on it, and I just try to make the bottle last as long as I can, baby. But I don't like that, and Chanel Blue is really, well, I really, really like the Maison Margiela, I don't know how to pronounce that, the replica cologne by the fireplace. I really, really like that one, too. I'm almost out of that, so I got to get another bottle of it. But then I think I'm done buying colognes. I think I would love for the Tom Fords to smell good on me. None of them do. So I think between the Creed, which is like the high-end one, the Louis Vuitton Meteor, I need to get some of that too. But what are they bringing coolers and stuff? And it looks like they went fishing. They got ice and coolers and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, but Alex and I share the Louis Vuitton ones. He wears that more. He has been wearing a lot lately. Burberry. Burberry smells so good on him. I wish it did. I love the way it smells. It does not smell good on me. And Gucci Guilty. He smells really good in Gucci Guilty. And he wears, when he goes out, the one that everybody for a while was like, oh my God, it's so popular, everybody wears it. I'm like, okay, but I wanted him to have his own signature cologne. Little did I know that, like, apparently a lot of people wear it when they go out to the clubs and stuff like that. He's made that bottle last. It's real expensive. I can't remember what it's called. I love it on him. It smells horrible on me. Alex makes cologne last. I wear it so much that I go through it like that. So I'm really trying to make my colognes last right now. But anyway, oh, I did try the cologne, the new, because people are telling me that there's like an exclusive at Macy's of Chanel Blue. I tried it. I don't like it. I like the original Chanel Blue. I tried that one, though, when we were there a couple weeks ago. So anyway, so then when we came home, got the dogs out, did all that kind of stuff, and then I was like, I think I'm going to do a haul. I had still the stuff sitting inside. So I was like, I think I'm going to do a haul of this stuff. Like, I went to the grocery store, might as well do a haul. So I ended up doing a haul, and then I turned around, and I knew, like, Alex loves those sugar cookies so much. I was kind of surprised at my review. Go check out my review of the Roslyn Bakery cookies. I was kind of surprised. But I wanted to see if they still hold up to my childhood memory. But anyway, I was like, I'm going to review them now, then Alex can have as many of them as he wants later. So I turned around and I sat right here and I did the haul, and then I did the review, and then as they were uploading, I brought the dogs back out again, and my neighbor was outside, and he is picking dead leaves off the plants, so he is so sweet to them. So, I heard him out there, and so before I brought them out there, I was like, I'm gonna bring Walter and Otis out. Do you care? He's like, oh no, I love them. He was like, bring them out. So they came over and they were sniffing around him and stuff like that. They were being so cute. He's like, they do not like their leashes, do they? I go, no, they don't. Walter, I think, would be okay with it. I think this week, I'm going to try him separately at first with taking longer walks. I think Walter is big enough that I think he could handle it. Otis is so little, and he's very, very resistant on the leash. Like, he just sits. Like, he doesn't really get it, and he doesn't love it. Even with the we have done extensive leash training, and he still doesn't love it. There's so many people walking today. So anyway, I got to get my walk in today, too. So Alex and I... So he didn't go to bed. He didn't sleep through the night. I actually took a nap last night, a really, really good nap. And then... So last night we talked about going to see The Strangers Chapter 2 today. And he goes, well, he watched the trailer for it. I told you guys that. So we talked about it again last night. And he said, I really want to see Strangers Chapter 1 before we go see Strangers Chapter 2. And I go, I agree. That only makes sense. And he goes, are you wanting to, like, watch the movie tomorrow and then go to the movie tomorrow night? I go, that's a lot. And I said, and I want to vlog and I want to take my walk. He goes, yeah, it is a lot. And he goes, but I have the bachelorette party next weekend. And I go, well, maybe one night this week we could go see the movie, or we can just wait. Like, it's going to come out soon anyway, you know? He's like, yeah. He's like, there's no rush to it. So as soon as I get done with this vlog tonight, I'm going to go take my walk, because I said I want to watch The Strangers when it gets dark. So as soon as the vlog gets rendered and I'm uploading it, I'm going to go take my walk. And then when I come back, we're going to watch The Strangers Chapter 1. And then I'll probably take a nap. And then I realized that I kind of screwed up my day tomorrow. So I rearranged all my hair appointments so that I could have one the week of Halloween, in case I do anything for Halloween, one the week of Thanksgiving, and one the week of Christmas. Well, it changed. Like, she only had certain times available. I usually always go at 12, which means I'm home by 1:30, and then I start filming right away. Well, I forgot, and so when I looked at my appointment, it's at 2 tomorrow, which means I have to leave here in an Uber by 1:15, which means I have to, like, get in the shower and stuff by, like, 11:30 or 12. So I can't film before I go. And then when I get done, I'll probably be done there. My appointment's at 2, at 2:45 or 3, which means I'll be home at 3:30. And so then taking the dogs out, getting them settled and stuff, which means I won't be filming till 4. But by then Alex will probably be done with the day. So I might get one video or two plus a vlog done tomorrow. And I wanted to film, like, on all my channels. So it'll be my Sister Wives video and then maybe a drama video tomorrow. We'll see. Or if I get up earlier, that may happen. Which I might just try to, get up and earlier tomorrow and stuff. And then I'm, like, looking at my hair and I'm like, do I really need a haircut? And I'm like, you need a haircut. Baby, you need a haircut bad. Okay. So, I mean, she looks kind of good though, don't she? No, she needs a haircut. So, that's tomorrow. And then Tuesday, we have couples counseling at 5, which means I have to leave here at 4:15 in the Uber. And so it's the same situation. I have to start getting ready at 2:30 or 3. Which means I have to have the vlog and everything done, because if it doesn't rain that night, then Tanya and I will go to a meeting and hang out on Tuesday night. If it rains, I won't, and then I'll just come up with Alex and then I can film my vlog. But I won't know that when I leave here. And then Wednesday is Cousin Fun Day. So it's like Wednesday I'll definitely film videos when I get back from being with Caroline. But Monday and Tuesday are going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as filming. So, give it the best shot, fly it away. What is that song? She never called me back. What is she doing? She's probably watching Happy Valley. She was telling me that she's watching that. So that's my life. What are you guys doing? What'd you do this weekend? Let's read some comments, shall we? Shall we? Okay, so YouTube Creator app changed the way that their comments go. Okay, I didn't notice this until the other day. I think they changed it about a month ago. So you now sort by most relevant or newest comments. Okay, so I'm going under newest comments. But then what it does is it only lists like the first 5 newest comments. So to really read the video, the comments, I actually have to go. So when I read the comments on here and I respond to them, I go in my Creator app. It's on the back end. I don't go in to the actual video. So I don't go in here and look. Hold on a second. Okay. So I'm pulling up the video right now from yesterday, October, and I'm going into the newest comments. So see, I don't usually do this. I usually go in my Creator app and it just pulls up your comments. If you have a YouTube channel, you know what I'm talking about. Is the battery still not at the halfway mark? And I'm at like 55 minutes. Okay. Maybe this is the good battery. So I just go in and I pull up my comments. But what I didn't realize is it doesn't show all the comments. I didn't know that until I was going in there the other day. And for some reason, I went in here and I looked. And I was like, well, that comment, I just looked at my new comments. And I was like, that comment doesn't show up on my newest comments. So we're going to go into the newest comments. Jade said, okay, like this is a good example. No, hers is, I'm going back and forth to see why some comments are not in here. Okay, I just actually saw somebody talking about this yesterday online. They said for the very first time they had peanut butter sandwich with chili. Okay, Jade said, Peter, I grew up in Ohio, still here in Ohio. We eat peanut butter sandwiches on plain white bread with our chili. We dip it in our chili. It's so good. Do you guys do that over there? Chili with macaroni pasta is what we call goulash growing up. Okay, we didn't call it goulash, but yes, peanut butter sandwiches on white bread. But what we also did at my mom did everything kind of different. We did peanut butter on saltines, and then we would crumble the saltines. Like Alex loves oyster crackers, but we would crumble saltine crackers. I mean, they're basically the same thing, right? We would crumble saltine crackers up in the chili and mix it in. I loved it. Made it so thick. And then, you know, it's kind of like, what do you call it? Like, not, what do I want to say? Croutons. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I loved crumbling saltines and chili. Did anybody else do that? But then I would literally have like the Jiffy jar out there, and we would put like, the battery just went to the halfway mark. Put chili on the crackers and eat the crackers, like, and then dip them in the chili and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, peanut butter and chili was always a big thing. I think it's a Midwest thing. Because you're in, or she grew up in Ohio. Oh, she's still here in Ohio. Alyssa said, I live in California and I've never seen chili with noodles. You've never... Like, even macaroni noodles, you've never heard of it? Is that, like, really, truly, like, a Midwest thing? I did not know that. Marissa said, oh, my God, I love the mug. Marissa? Should I give this away? Okay, has anybody heard of the brand Natural Life? So, there's a brand called Natural Life. It's all women's goods. But they have all of these mugs on there. I bought 3 mugs last night. I actually think they're really fairly... I also... subscribed to BarkBox for 6 months last night too, because I want to start doing the BarkBox unboxings with Otis and Walter, because I had so much fun doing that video with them the other day. So anyway, but I bought 3 mugs. I bought 3 mugs there and 2 mugs somewhere else. I have a booktube haul tomorrow because I have got so many books that I ordered the last couple days that came. This Natural Life, I've never heard of it. I think Tanya may have told me about it before. But anyway, they have really cute, it's kind of like bohemian, hippie kind of stuff. It's real cute. But anyway, their coffee mugs are so cute. And I bought 3 of them yesterday. Very cozy vibes. And they're like $18 to $20. I thought they were pretty reasonably priced. They're really nice mugs. So get ready, Marissa, for those mugs. Okay, Sally said, hi, Peter. I've grown up. Oh my God. I was like, did you feel my heart jump? I was like, oh my God, the battery stopped. Sally said, hi, Peter. I've grown up having white rice with chili as well. Sometimes I don't put it in there, but most of the time I do. I never knew anyone to put macaroni with their chili. It's so weird how everybody... I cannot believe you've never heard... I want to know where you're from, Sally, because a lot of people commented on the vlog yesterday that were from, like, the South. Like, North Carolina, somebody said, maybe South Carolina, and said that, or their husband grew up there and does rice with their chili. Maybe it's a Southern thing. I actually bought rice today at the grocery store because I'm going to make the harvest chili tonight. I think I have, like, 2 or 3 days until it expires. The camera stopped. So I was like, I'm going to make this chili tonight and put it over this rice. This Uncle Ben's, like, rice he just put in the microwave. I'm going to do my chili on rice tonight. Okay. Kara said, Peter, I had you popped up on my kitchen while I was washing dishes. My 19-year-old daughter walked in and said, hey, Peter. They looked at the phone and said, okay, Skinny, go off. It made me LOL. Aw, that's so sweet. Baby, I'm working it. I'm working it, walking every night. Lacey said, are you referring to Edmund Kemper? Well, I talked about it on the vlog yesterday. And then I even told Nikki, I said, it's somebody that died. We never figured it out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was on my vlog yesterday. It was some serial killer that ended up getting out of a mental institution, living with his sister or mom. It was in some movie. I watched it in some, like, documentary or docudrama, and then ended up living with his mom or sister until he died. And no, it was not Ed Kemper. Because then Nikki texted me last night, and she was like, are you thinking of Ed Kemper? And I said, I just told you I wasn't talking about Ed Kemper. Like, Ed Kemper is still, he's incarcerated today. He's still alive today. Ed Kemper is still alive. Okay. But Ed Kemper did live with his mom and sisters for a while. Killed his mom. Okay, so no, I wasn't talking about Ed Kemper. Do you know what's interesting, though, about Ed Kemper is, like, Mel is real interested in Edmund Kemper, is what she said. I think because of, like, what's the movie? Mindhunter, their show. I was kind of late to the Mindhunter show. I loved it. I thought it was fantastically done. But Mel had watched it, like, 2 or 3 years before me. But she would always talk about how she wanted to read a book about Edmund Kemper. There weren't really that many good books about him that were out there when we were doing the True Crime Book Club, so we never did. But, or I think the one that we wanted to read wasn't, like, in print still or everywhere. Anyway, because I think we ended up reading Butcher Baker instead. But anyway, about somebody different. Anyway, now that I've watched Mindhunter and I've seen that portrayed on there, I'm really kind of interested in Edmund Kemper. And they've studied him extensively, so. Shelly said, what? Spaghetti, elbow macaroni, rice? LOL. Our chili and anyone's chili I've had is kidney beans, hamburger, guys. Is this really such, like, a Midwest thing? Spy says, I never heard of noodles with chili. I mean, look at Wendy's chili. That's chili. This one, okay, do you guys remember Steak and Shake? Steak and Shake used to have a chili called Chili 5-Way, Chili 3-Way, and it would have macaroni in it. It must be. Christy said the show Tracker is also based on a book series. It's coming out, like a new season's coming out. That's on my list. Ashley said, this chili conversation, y'all, I mean, it got deep on here. Ashley said, I grew up in Florida. We served chili and rice. My ex is from Kentucky, Lexington area. The first time we made chili and he served it with macaroni. I didn't know what to do. LOL. Now I eat chili, also vegetarian, over rice or macaroni, whatever I'm in the mood for. And Sally said I'm the same as Alex. Scrolling on my phone actually helps me sleep. I think it helps him too. Somebody said my mom's from the Midwest and she always makes chili with elbow macaroni. Is it really like a Midwest thing? I did not know that. It's like one of those things, like I'm trying to think of, like dipping your fries in ketchup. Well, now I prefer ranch, but like I feel like everybody dips their fries in ketchup, right? Like that's how I grew up. But like maybe not. Like is that just like an Indiana thing too? Like, I mean, I know things like breakfast food, like eggs and ketchup is like a Midwest thing. But like I never knew that like macaroni and chili was like such a Midwest. I never realized it till I did this vlog. Wait. Anna said, I'm born and raised in New York and put ketchup on all my breakfast food. Okay. Somebody said, don't do the Dan Brown on Audible. 20 hours halfway through and I'm struggling to finish it. Good book, but so long. Well, I'm going to do it because I paid for it. I'm going to do it. Okay, so you know what I just did? So Nikki and I are trying to find all these Halloween books, okay? So I had this Christmas book that I wanted to get on the Kindle Unlimited. So I had it like pulled up, but I haven't like done it yet. So today when I was like uploading the two previous videos, so anyway, there's a chilly conversation. Add to it if you want to. So I was like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to finally get, it's called like Christmas In. I looked, it's like 87 pages or 120 pages. Oh, because Nikki and I started this last night on the Kindle. The book is 124 pages. It's called What Comes Before, okay? And it is by Molly McCobb. I'm sure that's a real name. Anyway, What Comes Before. It's about this gal, and she got a real stressful job, and so she goes against this cabin in the middle of nowhere, and she gets lost in the woods. It's kind of paranormal, I think. It's only 124 pages. I sat in one, like, it took me 15 minutes to read like 40 pages on my Kindle, but I loved it. I was like, oh my God, I'm so into it. So tonight, I was like looking at like this Christmas book, and so I added it to my Kindle Unlimited. Because I'm like, look, I'm paying for this Kindle Unlimited, I'm gonna get some books, okay? And so, because Nikki always looks to see if it's on, like, and Tanya does too, to see if it's like free on Kindle Unlimited too, first. So I put in Halloween Cozy Mysteries, and like 300 books on Amazon come up, okay? And there's like Kindle Unlimited, and they're all real short, you guys. They're all like 100 to 200 pages, and they're all like book one. Like, it shows you like of the series, like what series they are. I just downloaded like 4 or 5 Halloween, like book one in a Cozy Mystery series, like 5 Cozy Mysteries. So I might have to do a video about, should I do a video about that? My Kindle Unlimited Cozy Mystery Halloweens that I'm gonna read. Anyway, all right, I think I'm gonna get off here now and go check on Alex, and maybe I need to buy a couple more so I can be, I'm so excited. Anyway, gotta read. Gotta finish the James Patterson book today too, and then gonna wait maybe till I don't know, later in the month to read another James Patterson. I mean, I'm loving doing it, but it's like they become very repetitive at some point, very repetitive. So anyway, hopefully the next one, now I'll be done with the September, finally, caught up with the September ones, I'll be done with the October ones. Woo! Woo! The wind is blowing out here. It's going to be a fun walk tonight. All right. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday and that you have a fantastic beginning to your week. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.